Okay, so here's the thought experiment on death, generic subjective continuity. So imagine you're here at Arches National Park and you're standing there looking at the arch, and well, then suddenly everyone dies. Everyone in the universe dies, including you. There are no more consciousnesses whatsoever anywhere. And so a lot of people imagine that after you die, it'll be all black. You'll just see this empty black void. There will be no sound or anything, no thoughts or anything like that. And this is actually nonsensical, because what would happen, well, let's see what would actually happen if generic subjective continuity is true, and if you actually did cease to exist. So here we are again. You didn't die yet, but let's imagine that you do die. But then after you die, let's say some period of time after you die, that some other single living organism, a sentient organism, comes to exist somewhere in the universe. So instead of it being a black void after you die, what it would be is, well, let's see. So you die, you cease to exist, and then instead of it being a black void, it is something more akin to a camera switch on a movie set, because there are no other perspectives anywhere else in the universe except for this one. So this is the only experience that is occurring now, instead of you in a black void or you being anywhere. You're completely gone. So the only experience that is occurring after you've ceased to exist is the one and only experience that does exist. It is the only experience there is. And so it is, like I said, it's this experience of this organism that came to exist after you died, rather than it being you in a black void, because you're completely gone. So the only experience that is going on is the experience here on this other planet, who knows where it's at, billions of light years away, or maybe even in another parallel universe somewhere. But so that's what would be going on, as opposed to being in a black void. So if you died, you're here, you're alive, and everyone dies, including you, it would not be a black void. Instead, if you died and then someone else eventually came to exist somewhere else in the universe, because that would be the only experience there is occurring at that point in time after you've died, it would be that consciousness, that experience of being a living organism in the universe, as opposed to you in a black void. So it's pretty much the same thing that happened last time you didn't exist. It was just, it was followed by birth, but it would be followed by yet another onset of consciousness again, only somewhere else, and it would be something else. It wouldn't be a continuation of you. So, and this isn't supposed to be comforting, really. It's just, I'm stating this as a matter of fact. So it's not a personal continuity of your consciousness. It's just that there will be consciousness in the universe after you die, and because you no longer exist, and that is the only experience there is in this thought experiment, so that will be the experience that comes after your death, as opposed to you experiencing nothingness. So I hope that helps explain generic subjective continuity. So look, we could do this in reverse. Say this one and only alien organism dies, and then you come to exist. and you're the only consciousness there is whatsoever. And so, you know, you have to look at yourself as just another consciousness. You know, Sam Harris recently said that we are identical to experience. You know, you're not having an experience, you are experience. And so, yeah, wherever there's experience, you know, if there's only one experience in the universe, whether it is the body that's watching this video right now or some other body, if there's only one experience in the universe, then that's the experience. That is going to be the experience, the one and only experience that's going on, as opposed to you being a black void. So, anyways, I hope this helped. Thanks for watching.